I despair of ever learning how to ride like I walk by pushing my wheelbarrow and doing ground exercises. So this week I'm trying something different. I've started riding without stirrups. I want to start to loosen up my hips and get better balance and improve my seat, and I really think this is the way to go. I want to try to get my body all working together in a unified way and ride like I walk. And now that I'm riding without stirrups, did you see how round she gets? I really enjoy the feeling of this. I like just letting my legs hang down. I'm not trying to put them in any particular place or make them do any particular thing. I'm just trying to stay centered on the horse on my seat bones and turn my belly button in the directions where I want to go. And this is going good. I like this. I notice my toes are kind of pointing outward, which isn't very elegant looking, but I'm just going to let them do whatever they want to do. And I want to see what else happens when I try to ride this way. I'm asking her for a trot here, and she just suddenly stopped. I don't know, maybe my stirrups are bouncing around on her sides. Usually when I kick my stirrups off, that's the signal that the lesson is over. So she's a little bit concerned here that I'm still making her go. She thinks it's time to quit and go get some treats. So I just give her some reassurance. Yes, you're doing good. Keep going. And off we go. She's a little harder to get going at the trot, going to the left anyway. She doesn't like the left as well. So I'm not going to push the issue. I'm asking for a little bit of move out here to expand my circle. I'm stopping her with my seat, not my hands. I want to see what I'm doing. So it looks like I'm lifting my chest and kind of bringing my shoulders back a little bit. I'm trying to push my belly button forward. I did not raise my hands or pull at all. And I'm actually asking her to go with my seat also. I'm giving my hands forward so I don't block her with the reins. And asking for a little move out there. I'm going to try to stop her again with my seat here. There. Here I've already been walking with her just a little bit without my stirrups. And I want to ask her for a trot. It's a little easier to get her to trot in a nice even circle going to the right. Yesterday when I asked her to go to the left, she said no, she didn't want to. So I didn't push the issue. I've also trotted a little bit on her with stirrups by this point, so I feel pretty confident in asking her to trot without stirrups. You know, she's got a very small, flat little trot. And I'm able to keep my legs completely calm and quiet. I'm not clutching at all. I feel completely relaxed and trusting on her. That would not be the case on Prairie. If he started to trot when I didn't have stirrups, I would probably freak out. I'd be bouncing all over and probably fall off. I'm just not scared of Samba at all. She has never bucked me off. She doesn't have that big, extravagant movement. And she's just doing a lovely little job here, carrying me along. And I'm starting to feel a little bit of movement in my lower back. The movement kind of tosses my weight up a bit, and my seat is still down in the saddle. So my lower back is able to absorb that little bit of movement. And am I supposed to tighten my core, I wonder? I've seen other videos that say to do a sitting trot, you're supposed to activate your core and use your hamstrings and all kinds of other things. I'm just sitting here. This is really building my confidence. I love it. This is day 3 this week of riding Samba without stirrups. I'm really enjoying this experiment. I think it's really helping me a lot. And in this particular session, I kept switching back and forth. I would put my feet in the stirrups and then take them, ride for a while, and then take them out again. I want to start getting that sensation of no stirrup when I have stirrups. I want to keep my leg long and have my feet under my hips. So what we're going to work on today is changing bend and direction at walk without stirrups. Here I still have my stirrups, and I'm kind of giving you the baseline view of what it looks like when we do a rather wide circle with an S-shaped yin-yang symbol through the middle, changing bend and direction. And here I'm trying to stop her with my seat, trying not to raise my hands and get her all discombobulated, and she stopped very nicely. Here I'm going to do that again. I'm pushing my belly button forward. She's kind of walking through, so I'm having to raise my hands a little bit there, but not in a harsh way. And there she lowered her head very nicely. So here I'm without stirrups. And again, she seems very round. I think she likes that sensation. And we're going to see how she does just changing direction without stirrups. I'm trying not to pull her head around, to point her nose in the proper direction. She likes to look at things outside the arena, so she always gets distracted when we get close to the fence, but she does pretty well here. And I'm going to stop her again and watch how she squares up in front. I'm also trying to keep my hands closer to my belly button. Again, without stirrups. We're going to change direction here. I just want her to feel my seat and see if she can do the yin-yang wiggle. It seems like she is changing her bend, although I don't get the sensation that it's just her barrel going from one side to the other. And she's doing pretty good here. And we're going to change direction again. She's not totally solid at changing bend and direction because she always seems to slow down her tempo. She loses the tempo. I'm going to do a lot more of this riding without stirrups in the future. I want to do a little bit of that every day. And there, I stop her from my seat. And I'm going to show this once again in slow-mo. I've been trying to keep my hands closer to my belly button and just give a little movement with my seat and maybe raise my hands a teensy bit, but not pull on her.